Hey.
Hi, how you doing? This is Mr. Mike. I'm trying to reach Dazzle.
Oh, I'm Dazzle. What's up? What can I help you with?
I got a party to say that you do readings, right? I got this situation. This bitch of mine, she been ghosting me, and then she come answer the door. One at it was my man walking out the door, talking about what's up to me.
What?
Hey, how about that shit?
All right, well, we're going to do a reading on that because that sounds bad.
And
um,
then she told me that they ain't do nothing.
they
She
ain't do
lying, ain't
nothing.
she? She lying, ain't she?
Well, we're going to figure it out. I'm about to pull out these cards. Let's get into it. All right?
All right.
So,
All right.
sit still. Let me shuffle my deck, and we're going to figure it out. Girl, hello, girl, hello. How are you guys? Okay, it's your girl DAZZLE.tarot, and I'm back for another tarot reading. All right, so please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload and when I go live. And if you, the viewer, would like a personal reading, a private reading, all you have to do is go into the description box and everything's going to be down there. And yeah, we can do this. Let's get it together. Let's do it. So before I start, I would like to let you guys know everything I say here is all alleged and for entertainment purposes. Girl, I don't know shit. I'm just like y'all. I'm an onlooker. You know what I'm saying? So until modern science can come up with a mathematical equation, and the science community says that the metaphysical science is in fact a valid form of science, and it should be held in great regard. Yeah, and all tools of divination as well. All tools of divination such as tarot, oracle, pendulums. If it is a valid form of science and they declare it, then that's when everything I say here is no longer alleged and for entertainment purposes, right? But until then, I don't know shit. So look, Kim Porter's book was quietly published on Amazon and became a bestseller, right? So we doing that, all right? But see, there are some things about this book that you have to say alleged, right? Not some things, a lot of things, right? So I'm going to read from XXL Mag, right? And it reads, excuse me, y'all. An unauthorized book of Diddy's late girlfriend, Kim Porter, was just published that allegedly details abuse she experienced from him. Now, the publisher of this, who wrote this, was Mackenzie Cummings Grady, published September 20, 2024, right? So he's writing the article. He says, an unauthorized book on Diddy's late girlfriend, Kim Porter, was just published that allegedly details the abuse she experienced from him. Kim Porter book published on Diddy. On Friday, September 20th, Daily Mail reported that a 60-page book called Kim's Lost Words was quietly published on September 6th by Los Angeles-based publisher Chris Todd and written by Jamal T. Millwood. The unauthorized book, which is currently on sale on Amazon, is allegedly comprised of Porter's diary entries kept during her time with Puff, and reportedly details instances of shocking abuse she experienced at the disgraced mogul's hand. Todd has not provided any evidence to prove its authenticity and told Daily Mail he had just been lucky enough to meet someone that purported to have Kim Porter's flash drive. The unauthorized book claims that Porter was slapped and threatened by Diddy, and that she allegedly discovered tapes he had made of himself having sex with male pop stars he was managing. This is a dangerous situation, and I didn't want to claim ownership of Kim's words, Todd told Daily Mail in regards to publishing the book. But now I'm willing to come forward because of the recent arrest of Sean Combs. Now the federal government has finally acted I feel safer to come forward. Okay, the unauthorized book also alleges details instances of drug-fueled orgies and parties, which have become common knowledge since Cassie spoke about them in her abuse lawsuit last year. Porter allegedly wrote she had an open relationship with Diddy and that she often slept with Tupac Shakur. Porter died from pneumonia in 2018, 10 days after the book was published. Diddy was arrested and charged with sex trafficking, racketeering conspiracy, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Once news of the book emerged, I'll Be Sure, the biological father of Diddy's stepson Quincy, commented on Instagram, "It's the math finally mathing." 2009, 2018, y'all said I'll Be Sure has lost his fucking mind and told me to go sit down when he stated this verbatim over time. Albie continued on his Instagram story on Thursday, September 19th, ignored by law enforcement and clowned when he shared the LKP told him out of desperation and warned him to watch his back as well. Bad things. However, the late Kim Porter's good friend, Ebony Electra, wrote on Instagram back in July that there was no book despite rumors Porter was writing one before her passing. Now it's getting out of hand. There is no book. There never was, she wrote. Several people continue to speak about and spread blatant lies regarding this mystery manuscript as if it was true. People, it's not. Kim would never do such a thing, and that's the honest to God truth. God knows the truth, and so does she. As for me, I couldn't have another person call my phone or send me a text about this without clearing the air. Any negative feedback or comments on this post will receive no response except God bless you. Truth is the truth. Be blessed. Okay? So, they're saying that this book, even though it's unauthorized and there is no evidence, when I mean no evidence that anything of this is true, and Kim Porter has untimely passed away a while ago. Okay? So, it's all alleged. And so, at this point, you can choose to believe the publisher, the the author of the book, or you can have a healthy skepticism about it. Now, from what I know, what I've been hearing is that when Kim Porter got with Diddy, she moved in with Misa and Diddy while they were together, and they were having threesomes. Okay, most likely like a third party thing. And then from what I heard, like what it sounded like is she ended up being the main girl, right? And Misa was pushed out. Okay. Also, when I was looking at Sweet Pea Diaries, who was going over the book, you know what I'm saying? She was talking about how, she was reading from the transcript, the 60-page book, and they were saying how Diddy and Tupac fell out because Diddy wanted to do, because him and Kim Porter had an open relationship, and she slept with Tupac, and they were still cool. Everybody was cool about it. And Diddy was trying to get Tupac to do a threesome with them, right? Tupac felt uncomfortable, and it strained the relationship they had with each other, and it turned ugly to the point that P. Diddy tried to get him, put a hit out on him, whatever, put a bag on his head. Also, she talked about the plugging, and having sex with P. Diddy anally with a dildo and things and such as that nature, but still wanting to stay anyway, even though she was grossed out. And she did do threesomes and invite other people to her bed and things like that. So before I do this reading, I have to be honest, right? And maybe something will come out that maybe I'm wrong. But if I'm going to be honest, if you met me based on the stuff I've been collecting, if you met me and I was down for threesomes, with the girl that I was with at the time, you was down for threesomes then, and you knew I was in a whole relationship with the mother of my child then, and you stepped in and you took over that, then why is it a problem when you know that I'm going to want to do threesomes again and again and again? Now, mind you, in the book, she said she had no problem with them having people in her bed, right? So she was just as freaky as he was. And even if she was grossed out by having anal sex with him, she still did it. A lot of this stuff to me just sound like y'all was all freaky doing freaky shit. And I don't really see the outrage for that. They were both grown doing freaky shit. Now, the fact is, if he's bisexual, he's bisexual. So what? I don't know what else to tell y'all. So what if he's bisexual? It shouldn't be a shock because y'all been saying it. And then Sweet Pea also brought up the fact that they were saying that Jaguar Wright was vindicated, but in actuality, do y'all understand that she was only regurgitating everything that we already knew? Everything she heard Wendy Williams say, everything she heard Quatita Dean say as a psychic, she soaked in what everyone was saying, and then she regurgitated it and put her flair on it. That's all that was. And mind you, she couldn't tell you about the details that's coming out now, because technically, if she knew so much, she would have known about that white nail polish and them IV drops. I didn't see her say that shit when she first came out. She was just putting her little swing on stuff, but she was just saying what everybody else already came out and said. And mind you, her timeline doesn't work out because when things was really happening, she wasn't even in the industry yet. So a lot of the stuff, isn't. But people choose to believe what they want to believe. And I have to be okay with that. They can choose to follow. The blind can choose to follow the blind, right? And that's what it is. So what I kind of want to know in this situation, I think I'm going to use the Guiding Light Tarot. I haven't used it in a while. I love this deck. I was gifted this deck. So I'm going to start with the Guiding Light Tarot and ask, did Kim Porter actually write that? Because it's alleged and it's unauthorized. Did Kim Porter actually write that book? Like, actually write it? Is she the real author? Are those accounts in that book really her true accounts? Really her story? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Okay, so the person who's backing this is this man, right? So you have the Magician upright. You have the 9 of Swords in the reverse. You have the 9 of Swords upright. And you have this King of Wands in the reverse, right? Then you have the 10 of Swords in the reverse in the back. So, and then you also have like the 5 of Wands, stuff like that, whatever. But what I don't see here is I don't see a woman, okay? Because if you're going to break it down, the Magician is not a feminine energy. It's a male energy, okay? The Knight of Swords is considered a male energy. And the King of Wands is considered a male energy. There's a male energy that's really heavy here that had everything to do with this book. Hold on 1 second. Hello? Okay. All right, y'all. All right. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm back, y'all. See, first of all, my mother-in-law had came past and dropped off a bunch of food and stuff. But look, I'm back. Where was I at? Did Kim Porter really write this book? The problem with me that I have going on here, I cannot tell you that she did. This alleged book, there's too much masculine energy in here that's pushing stuff. This male energy of the Magician is someone who manifests this stuff, right? So they're manifesting something for them that will better them, right? You have the 9 of Swords in the reverse. right? And then you have the Knight of Swords. This Knight of Swords is coming through fast with this information. Look at how fast it was to publish this book on Amazon. As soon as Diddy got locked up and indicted, this book gets released. This Nine of Swords is in the reverse. The Nine of Swords talks about being paranoid about it, right? So having a lot of stress about it, overthinking it. So this person came up with this and hurried up and did it at the exact moment. It was very strategic, but he would not have done it if Diddy didn't get locked up yet, because he didn't want to get in trouble. Okay? And the anxiety was relieved when he got locked up, which means that he can't do nothing about it because he's in jail, and he's facing everything else. So I'm going to have my earnings and no one can do anything about it. I have a free range. I have an open door to come out with this and garner as much money as it's going to give me. Okay? Right? And more attention and stuff. So the guy that wrote the book this is how he's thinking, right? So this is a money grab and very opportunistic. He jumped on this. The King of Wands is in the reverse, okay? This person, the King of Wands in the reverse, doesn't care about no woman's suffrage. He doesn't even care about Kim Porter and what she went through. So he was wrong for that. They don't care about that. And he looks bad in the eyes of God, okay? But to push the narrative, and to make sure y'all know that Diddy's a bad person, it's accepted, right? But he's coming the wrong way in the name of Kim Porter. Okay. This is him that his other creative ventures probably didn't work out as much as he wanted it to. So this is a slick way for your creative venture to work out. Okay. So I don't feel like it is a yes that this is coming from Kim Porter. There's a bit of deceit. Okay. I just feel it because there's no woman energy. There's no feminine energy. All this is kind of cold, logical, male energy, right? So it all comes from this man. Now, what I'm just going to say is that people are going to be opportunistic. If people are already thinking what they're thinking about people, about P. Diddy, then it doesn't matter if these are not really her words, right? Because you're going to have people who are going to be inclined to believe it. And again, you can believe what you want to believe. If you want to believe that's Kim Porter speaking beyond the grave, then hey, to add to the narrative that Diddy's a bad person, which he is. And overall, it really is to shine the light on the fucked up mogul, because the King of Wands, to me, in the reverse, talks about like an entrepreneur or some shit like that. Like, right? So it is shining the light on his nasty ways. So it's all to go in that direction, right? All to go in that direction. But is this Kim Porter? No, it's not. This is not coming directly from Kim Porter in her diaries. Okay? And I'm going to leave that right there because I know that for a fact. Now, for a spiritual fact. Spiritually. Because other than that, I don't know shit, right? I'm just like, y'all, I'm watching, right? I'm not going to claim to be anywhere that I was not. I'm not going to claim to hear things that everybody else has heard, but then make it special because I'm the only one that, is saying something, whatever, right? I'm not going to be a jaguar, but I guess people need people, to, I don't know. But look, let's see. And then it is kind of disrespectful to take the glory from someone else's vindication, right? Because technically, Cassie is the one who's being vindicated, right? And Kim Porter, whatever she's been through, she's getting her justice too. So it is messed up that people like the author of this book and a Jaguar will come out and ride that coattail and get the praise and stuff on the backs of abused people, of people who have been abused, right? For their own personal gain. I think it's messed up. The Seven of Swords is messed up. Very sneaky, very mean, very cold-hearted. There's no care about Kim Porter in this book. This man doesn't care what happened to Kim Porter. Okay. This man in this book, and what is his name? Because I gotta give a name. Okay. The name of this man, again, the person who did the book, Jamal T. Millwood. Okay. Does not just access deceit. 2 cards of deceit. So now just ask this question. Does Jamal T. Millwood truly care about what happened to Kim Porter and the abuse that she experienced at the hands of P. Diddy? Does he truly care? 1, 2, 3. Oh, he doesn't gossip. A star card. And overindulgent behaviors. Okay, so I don't get the card for caring. I get a Page of Swords who wants to know the truth, right? And, they are those people who's going to be nosy. The star card, he wishes to be amongst the stars like everyone else. He really wanted this to happen because he wanted to gain. Look at that piece of paper. In that way, it looks like a piece of paper. And he wanted his book to do the best it could because he wants to be shot up. But the 3 of Cups is in the reverse. This is overindulgent behaviors, right? And gossip, right? So can I say he really cares? Not really. And the Knight of Pentacles is in the reverse. He doesn't even have evidence. He only has what everyone else said, right? So I really do believe that this was just a creative thing, right? So I don't think he cares truly. It doesn't feel like he cares. And then you're more worried about the story and the attention you will get from the story and how well you will be received, right? And then you added your little yang 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 in there. So let's see. So did Tupac fall out with P. Diddy because he would not do a threesome with P. Diddy and Kim Porter? 1, 2, 3. The Queen of Wands is in the reverse. The 5 of Pentacles is in the reverse. And then the Temperance card. The Magician is in the reverse. This is a trickster spirit. No, he did not fall out over that. The Queen of Wands is in the reverse. This talks about someone who could be promiscuous, though. The Queen of Wands in the reverse could be looked at as that, though. But the Queen of Wands in the reverse, that means somebody is making it difficult, right? I feel like with the Queen of Wands in the reverse, they make it difficult for you. They're going to sit there and blame you for things that they know you didn't do, but they're sticking to their story. It's more so like, I am going to, even if I'm wrong, I'm going to say I'm right. Okay? I'm going to stick to that. That's what they do. They are bitches, right? Even if I am lying or I got those calculations wrong, I'm still going to hold on and say that I'm right. Right? So I think there's a female in this situation, right? But then you have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. And then you have the Temperance. I kind of feel like, I don't think they fell out over no Kim Porter. But I do think that Kim Porter, no, that's the fun part. I do think that Kim Porter did have sex with Tupac, okay? And I do think that she felt that way. I do think that even though that this book did not come from Kim Porter, to be honest with you, I think she did gather a little information, all right? And I'm going to just say that. But this person is lying about it coming from the mouth of Kim Porter verbatim and onto a diary, whatever. I don't think that diary was written by no Kim Porter. Okay. But to be honest, it has more to do with business. And somebody trying to manipulate the other as in business. A female does play a part, but business. Okay. But other than that, like, I don't know what else to ask them because, okay, P. Diddy's gay. What do I do with that? Does it help me change anything? The only thing that I have a problem with and he should be locked up for is the sex trafficking, the putting people underneath the influence and doing crazy stuff to them, racketeering, things like that. That's what I'm worried about. I don't care if he was doing threesomes with his girlfriend. I just don't. And I don't care if he wanted to up the ass. I just don't. But, yeah. This person... But it's going to help. Push the narrative. But this person, what inspired this person to come up with this book? Did people come to him? 1, 2, 3. The Emperor in the reverse. The Musician. Okay. Okay, so he failed. The mogul failed. That can be it. And he wanted to manifest money. The Musician comes up twice, right? And it's about money. And it's about balancing money. He wants money. That's what the dude wants, right? It's not he wants justice and he wants Kim Porter's words to be heard. No. He wants the money. He had been waiting for a while to push something to really create wealth for himself. So when he latched on to the whole stories behind P. Diddy, right? And he knew that he was somebody who would most likely get in trouble. So people really do point people target people like that. And when it's the downfall, they get to really monetize. So that's what it is. That's what inspired him. But that's about it. That motherfucker ain't had no fucking diarrhea, Kim Porter. Is this going to come out to be a false book? 1, 2, 3. The Five of Pentacles. Something's going to happen. Somebody's going to look deep enough and they're going to find out. Okay? But that's what I got for y'all. I am done, y'all, and I'm gone. I love y'all for real. Peace.